And so I immersed myself in church, got myself back on track. And then I went through a few relationships where I was still having trouble with my eating disorder. I started drinking every day, going out to the bar. I started smoking weed, which I don't do anymore. Haven't in a very long time. If people do that, that's their thing. But
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
I'm gonna say, it's not for everyone.
Yeah,
It's all a preference thing.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
not. And at first I used the whole, oh well, it's getting me to eat type thing. So if it does work for someone, that's them, passing no judgment. But I was becoming someone who I didn't recognize. I started questioning everything, just didn't care. And then me and I dated Clint for a while. Me and him broke up. Well, he broke up with me, but and I started hanging out with some very unfortunate people. And at a party, I took something, which they told me it was Molly, and I don't know why I decided to take it. But then I got taken advantage of by two of the guys at the party, and contracted something. Thankfully, it was treatable.
Yeah.
And I had to do a lot of healing from that. And after that, a few years later, I actually met my husband through someone that I guess I was casually dating at the time. And so I met him and immediately got pregnant because they told me I could never have kids. Uh, Something was like wrong with my uterus or something or
Yeah.
other. And he looked at me and he was like, I think you're pregnant. And I thought he was joking. I started laughing. And he was like, no, you need to go to the doctor. Every single home test I took, negative. I go to the doctor. Congratulations. And we went through a tough time whenever I was pregnant. I was high risk. I almost had her at 30 weeks. But he has been there literally every single step of the way. We weren't like officially together,
Yeah.
but you know, things happen. But he's always been there for me. He's always been there for our kids. We got married about a month after she was born at our church, and he was there like I tried to breastfeed. He was there every time I woke up. And then I got postpartum depression and anxiety, and I had to have help where I would be able to sleep and like not freak out and think that something bad was going to happen to her. And
Yeah.
then I started therapy, and therapy works wonders if you put the work in. And we tried for a while, and we were able to conceive our second, Hunter, and just being able to share that joy and to be able to be married to someone who is everything that you wanted growing up, and to be able to have that for your own family and have that for your kids is just amazing. Because now I'm giving my kids what I wanted and what I needed growing up, so that they don't have to go through what I went through. And my husband has a crazy story himself, but we've definitely come together. We've gotten sealed in the temple because we're both LDS. He's a convert, and I grew up Mormon, or we prefer Latter-day Saints. But I've kind of changed a lot. I used to be really different and dark and depressing in high school. Now I'm married for 8 years, got 2 kids, baked from scratch, trying to go all natural, and just shows that, no matter what you deal with in life, or no matter what you're dealt with in life, you aren't your past. You can overcome anything, and you can still be happy. You can still do what you want to do and be an inspiration to people. I have people that have heard, in my church what I've been through, and I don't want to say it gives them hope, but I would hope that it would give them hope, you know, from anyone who's been sexually assaulted. You know, it may feel like the end of the world, but it does get better with time, and you won't be looking over your shoulder for forever.